Awesome. Okay, this is fun. Good. Okay, we're still alive here. Are we ready to move it along to our next guy? I think so, right? I heard a woo. Okay, good. Yes, we are ready to go. Okay, our next guy here. He's right to the left of the stage. He's a funny guy, and Marchese, are you ready
let's
to come
do it.
out? Perfect. Everybody, nice warm welcome for Marchese.
How's everybody doing, man? It's great to be here. I like that Rain Man was talking about going to the doctor a lot. Which don't you hate when the doctor tells you something that you don't want to hear? He's like, you need to lower your sodium intake, or you need to go on a diet. My doctor told me I needed to quit masturbating, and I said, why? He said, because I'm trying to examine you first.
Nice.
You know, I do a lot of comedy, you know, in VR, and I use a Meta Quest headset. I don't know if is anyone else on the Meta, the Facebook headset. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if you're like me. I always run around, you know, and clean up really well. So I don't want Mark Zuckerberg to think I'm a slob. You know, I get a little worried that he's gonna. I got to run around. You know, and usually I you know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm usually on the toilet while I'm doing my comedy because that's where I come up with my best shit. That's like the. So if this set is crappy, then you know why. So. Oh gosh, yeah. I got Facebook after me. You know, Google is on my case too. I tried to Google my name the other day, and it said it autofilled. Did you mean fat fucking loser? And I was like, damn, Google, you hurting my feelings. And I'm like, even Google knows I'm fat. But the thing is I'm not really fat. I'm actually just allergic to cheeseburgers and milkshakes. I get really bloated, and I break out in high blood pressure and heart disease. So it's kind of difficult. You know, despite being a big fat slob, guys, I'm going hard on myself right now. I'm starting making me feel bad. Jeez.
Man,
I know.
you're making me
shit.
feel bad.
Despite being a big fat ugly slob, I am married.
Ought to make you feel good. You're feeling hard.
Right? I am married to an amazing woman, you know, and we've been married for a long time. We've actually been married for 15 years. And I love her to death, but thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love her to death, but I feel like, you know, with some of the things she says, she doesn't like me as much. Like, I asked her if she would marry me again, and she said no, wouldn't make the same mistake twice. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. You know, I thought it'd be good for our relationship if we went out to dinner twice a week, you know, and she goes on Tuesdays and I go on Thursdays. Not really works out well for us. Speaking of going out to dinner, I was like, hey, we should try something new, you know, spice things up. Well, she took that as a clue to start dating a chef. You know, and dinner was great. Dinner was great. Don't get me wrong, but Gary, he just fucking snores. He elbows me all night. It's a real pain in the ass. I asked her to make me a sandwich one time. Yeah, that didn't go over so well. She went and put 2 pieces of bread outside on the lawnmower. I guess she was trying to tell me something. And then she said after that you can do some weed eating. And I was like, I quit smoking that stuff years ago. I'm not about to start consuming it. She didn't take that too well. Has anybody ever heard the phrase give an inch and they take a mile? You guys ever heard that one? Yeah. Well, last night my wife took 3 miles. And at this rate, she'll have enough for like a 5K, and I'll be sitting there with like a participation trophy. Pretty rough. You know, I've heard that you can burn as many calories during sex as you're doing a 5K, but I'm like, who the hell runs a 5K in less than a minute? Ridiculous, you know. I tried talking to my wife about it, you know, about kind of our lack of sex life, and she gave 0 fucks. She did not want to hear it, you know. And so I thought about actually changing my name to Internet, you know, so my wife would finally want to get on me. Thought that might. But when I want attention, she looks at me like a hungry lion looks at a plate of avocado toast. She looks at me like a boomer looks at a cup of boba tea. She looks at me like Matthew McConaughey looks at high school girls, dazed and confused. All right.
Oh.
All right.
There's something else she kind of does that annoys me, and I don't know if she's doing this on purpose. She will leave her bras laying on the ground. I think she's trying to set up a booby trap. My wife is really helpful with my comedy. I struggle with going between bits, and she helps me with my segues, but not the kind that you accidentally drive off of cliffs, which is true. I don't know if you know this. The guy who invented the Segway drove it off a cliff and died. And it got me thinking, I wonder if his wife was helping him with his Segways. Usually when I tell that joke, it always goes over, just like the CEO of Segway. What was that, like 4 or 5 minutes? I mean, that's way longer than I normally last. I usually tell the punchline before the joke because I suffer from premature ejaculation. Usually suffer from that. Thank you guys so much for giving me some time. Thank you so much, Slickston. Thank you all so much. You're a great crowd. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, give it go for Marchese, everybody. Wow, that was great stuff. What a great set. That was amazing. Yeah, it actually reminded me I've been working on a ultra-conservative Matthew McConaughey impression. You guys want to hear that?
Oh,
Ultra-conservative.